You spent a lifetime building and collecting, and perhaps lately you've been thinking about downsizing. Downsizing not the end of the world. In fact, it's a good thing. It's a part of life. Downsizing is getting back to what matters, things like time, freedom, peace of mind. So whether you're retiring, relocating, or just looking for a new, fresh start, this video is for you. The first mistake I've seen downsizers make is waiting to the last minute, procrastinating. So we're nearing retirement. People will think about that, get their finances in order, but they don't think about the fact that they may have to downsize. So I encourage you to talk about it, take 18 months, 2 years out, and begin to think about what kind of house. Where are we going to go? Maybe we're going to head south. We're going to go to Florida. There are the villages in mid-Florida, which are an excellent retirement community. As an example, North Carolina has some. These are 55 and up. But wherever you go, take your time, have a vision board, talk it out, get on the same page, and don't wait until the last minute, because then you have to rush the sale of your house. You have to rush the move, and that leads to a disaster. The number two mistake I've seen downsizers make is they underestimate just how much stuff they have collected over the years. So you want to start with a room by room audit and go through and look at everything, assess everything, think about the cost of moving that, and do you really use it? And a pro tip here is the 90-day rule. If you haven't touched it, thought about it, used it in 90 days, it's quite possible that's something you can get rid of. So downsizing means you're going to lean down and assess the value of everything. And of course, many things have sentimental value, but downsizing, again, is a positive thing. So something that maybe takes a little bit of the sting out of letting something go is maybe making a donation. Makes you feel better about that. Maybe giving it to a friend or a relative. I can remember years ago when my kids were young, and I was actually thinking about getting them a bunk bed. They're a son and a daughter, 15 months apart. And I had a friend that I would meet periodically at a Starbucks in the morning. And out of the blue, he said, "Hey, I've got this old hardwood classic, bunk bed with a ladder and trundle drawer, and I don't need it anymore. It's just been sitting in my basement. Would you need it?" And that was a blessing right on time. The timing was perfect. So you could be a blessing to someone like that. So look at friends and relatives and see what their needs are. Another thing you could do is have a downsize celebration where you invite friends and family over and sort of gift those things to them, or maybe let them sort of bid or have a raffle or some such like that. So think about something like that, but go through and audit everything and make sure that you're on the same page about what you're going to take with you. The next mistake I see downsizers make is they underestimate the cost of the move and just how much stuff they have. So moving can be expensive, but sometimes cheap is expensive too. I've seen situations where people have hired movers and the movers ghosted them and they had to be out that day. So you want to hire good movers that are going to take care of the things that you have, that are going to show up when they say they are. And again, don't underestimate the amount of stuff you're taking. Assess that house that you're going to. I've seen situations where people have arrived and moved and put their stuff in, and literally they couldn't fit everything that they brought. So it had to go into storage. And one friend of mine, they had the stuff in storage for 3 years before they just said, "You know what, we just need to give it away. It's not even our style anymore. It doesn't look good in the home, and much of it can't fit in the home." So don't make that mistake. Next mistake I see downsizers make is they don't consider the layout of the house that they're going to. Today, it's popular to have the open concept plan, where from the kitchen, you can see out into the den and the living room and out on the deck, and people, they have family over, they entertain, they have people over for the, maybe the Saturday football game. But as you get older, sometimes you need a little bit of privacy. My dad likes to read books quite a bit, and my mom, with her hearing dissipating, likes to watch movies throughout the day. So they have to be in separate rooms, and she turns the TV up. So make sure that you consider the layout of the house and what you want to get out of the house. Also, per the house, consider the HOA if you're going to have a swim tennis community, because the HOA never goes away and can creep up over time. And consider the taxes. Taxes usually go up about every year. So you want to consider those things as well. Another consideration is the maintenance to the house. As we get older, do we want to do a lot of lawn work, especially if we move south where it's hot and humid? So we want to consider things like that when we make what probably will be our last purchase as we downsize. Hey, as an aside here in the video, please take a moment and consider subscribing. Valentine and I are on a mission to have 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And we're in the dog days of summer. It's a little bit slow going. So we really would appreciate your help. If you feel that you're getting value out of these videos, then please like and subscribe. Also, down below, there's a referral link. Perhaps you're looking for a buyer's agent, or you're looking for a listing agent and you've never done that before, or the agents that you've interviewed, you don't feel like you're clicking with them. We would be glad on your behalf to reach out and vet agents in your area and bring you some good, reputable agents. We personally speak with them on the phone, and it's just a service we provide to you free of charge. So if you want to take advantage of that, don't hesitate to click on the link below, answer a few questions so we kind of have a timeline and kind of what's going on, and we'll do the work for you and refer some really excellent agents that are in your area for you. Another mistake I see downsizers make is they fail to consider the home's location. We just talked about considering the layout of the home, but what about where the home is located? So first of all, does the neighborhood suit your age? Is it a neighborhood filled with young people and kids are running around everywhere, and maybe that doesn't suit you? You might want to consider a 55 and up community. But I wouldn't just look at the house, but I would consider the home at large, its location. Also, our amenities nearby. As we get physicals regularly. We may need to consult a specialist on a regular basis. Then there are just simple things like groceries, oil change, things like that. So make sure that those amenities are nearby and easily accessible when you downsize. Another thing to consider is when you downsize, is the home in a good school district? Now, I know you're thinking we've already procreated, we raised our kids, we're past that. But having a good school district helps hold the home's value. If something should happen where you needed to cash out equity out of the home, being in a good school district is going to help you maximize your equity, and it's going to make it easier to sell and sell quickly. So something may happen, God forbid, and you need that money. So you need to consider the school district and not just kind of throw caution to the wind and think that you're past that. Another good idea is consider a large university nearby. Large universities, state universities, generally will have a hospital or more than one in the area, doctor's offices, because there are a lot of faculty at the universities and a lot of kids coming into college, grad students. So they're great areas to live around. So Google that, look into that, and consider that when you're considering the location that you're going to choose for your home. The last mistake and the biggest mistake that I see downsizers make is they overestimate the value of their home. And certainly that's a danger today. So today we have high inventory, which means we have a lot of homes for sale, but very few buyers. So it's a buyer's market. They have the advantage. And so they sort of set the tone when they make an offer. So consider using a realtor. Many people, they think they're downsizing and they say, I'm going to do for sale by owner. People, over 90% of the time, you make more money when you pay a fee to a realtor. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a realtor. You can look into that yourself with financial articles across the internet will back that up. So that local realtor follows the market myopically, and they know what your home is worth. And so reach out to them. Let them know your situation, how much you need to sell your home for or think you can get for your home, and let them do the homework from you, do the comparative market analysis, assess the homes that recently sold in the area. Those are the comps, the comparables, and look at what homes are for sale now and pending. If you think your home is worth $700,000, but all the homes in the area are at $625,000, you're just helping them sell faster. And what you want to do is make yourself the obvious choice. I recently did a video about that where I go into more detail on the importance of a realtor and getting the price right, especially in today's market. It is critical that you price your home correct the first time. You don't want to have long days on market, 70 days on market. You don't want to come off the market, go back on the market. You don't want to do that. And all of that is put into the MLS now. So we don't want to go there. So I hope you enjoyed the video today. Hey, remember that we're looking for 1,000 subscribers. We appreciate that. And down below, we also have some resources. I think we have a form on questions to ask a buyer's agent. We have one, questions to ask a listing agent. There is a resource page on if you get an offer on your home, you can kind of fill in the blanks and do a little math. And they're good questions to ask your realtor as well as the person making the offer on your home. I don't know. I think we've got several other forms down there. So check it out. We're just trying to add value. We appreciate you. Listen, I'm Don of Don and Valentine, your Atlanta Metro Realtors. And we appreciate you tuning in today. I'll see you next time. Bye.